If you really want to get off the beaten track, then what you need in your life is one of these. It's a HYMER camper van Grand Canyon S 4x4. It's Mercedes based, as you can probably tell by the logo on the front. It's got a 163 horsepower engine, but the big news is that it's four-wheel drive and it's raised up, so the ground clearance on this is fantastic. Look at that. That's for properly getting yourself into the wild, isn't it? Also, has to be said, it looks fantastic. It's a really great looking vehicle. Look how high it is. If I stand here, this bonnet is pretty much at shoulder height. It's a big chunk of vehicle. Let's have a wander around and I'll give you the full tour of this one. That's a cassette for a toilet. It's actually got a separate toilet compartment, which for this sort of vehicle is a nice thing to have, just really extends the use. That allows you to plug in mains power, very helpful. And if you come right on around the back then, you've got the doors, as you can see, that open right out. What's great is they've designed this so you can put bikes, whatever you want to, in here, but also then you can drop down this section here, and I will show you. I'll clamber in because I can't possibly reach it otherwise. There we go. There's a little clip up on here. That one then hinges down. There we go. And then these fold across it, and that makes your bed a little bit tidier than that once you get in and put it all down. I'll do that properly when we go inside and I'll show you exactly how that works, but it means you've got real duality of purpose there, because it's either a big sleeping area still with some storage underneath, or with that raised up, of course, you can get nice high items into there. I like the way they've tucked these deck chairs into here as well. That's a neat idea. Let's carry on round, reversing camera on this one just above the brake light. But yeah, that's a substantial bit of kit, isn't it? Let's go and have a look inside. Now this is just under 6 meters. I think it's a 5.93. So it's big, but it's tall rather than long. So it's still pretty wieldy for getting to car parks and that kind of stuff. The thing you probably notice first of all is this ladder. And of course the reason it's got that is because it has a pop top on it. And there's a little button here. You kind of need two hands to do this really. Let's have a go. Yeah, another one there. So if I try and hold that like that, and I can reach that one and that one, up it goes. And what you gain with this, of course, is a big bed up here. Now you've got these side screens, these actually curtain over. That's what these fellas are here for, you just zip them up and round. But that's a big double bed, and it's quite well specified as well, because you've got things like a light here, for example, but there's a USB built into there, so that's very helpful. And if we look over here, there's a 12-volt socket as well. So when you're up there, you have got power for your phones or other bits and pieces. Brilliant, of course, if you've got kids. If we come on down from here then we will take a look at the front first of all. It's got the new MBUX system on it. That's this little fella here. Got a bit of plastic over it at the minute, so it actually looks a bit better than that in reality. That's just to protect it because it's brand spanking new. You've got all the Mercedes instrumentation and the Mercedes steering wheel, that kind of stuff, as you can see in behind there. There we go. So this one here gets you into maps, and it gets you into telephone and all the usual bits and pieces you'd expect. You've got the air conditioning controls and that sort of thing down there. And then these seats here which spin round and look extremely comfortable, has to be said. Very nice. The other thing you have up at this end is the control panel. So this is giving you things like your battery condition, your water tanks, which are empty at the moment, of course, and that's a leisure battery there, and the vehicle engine battery just there, and water pump switch from here and all that kind of stuff. So that's your main control panel for the vehicle. If I spin on round then, this is all storage up and behind places like this. Obviously you normally hook that ladder off first. There's a table here. This folds out, so you can have more space there if you want it. This is good. You've got seat belts on this one, so 4 people can travel in this. Again, power sockets, so there's the 240 socket and also a 12-volt socket next to it. Let's come right on round then, and you've got the little kitchen area over on this side. So underneath here is a 2-burner hob, and underneath here is the sink, and then big drawers, really big drawers actually, down underneath. And there's a fridge here as well. So that's in here. It's a really well specified for what is basically a big van. They've got a huge amount into it and really good headroom as well. I'm over 6 foot and plenty of headroom in here, so that's good. This is all storage along here. And this is the big news for a camper van, is the fact that it's got a proper separate toilet compartment. So what you've got in here is the toilet itself, of course, but also, and again, it's really neat use of space. You see this thing here, if I push this little button that says push, I can release that, and that is a sink that comes down like so, tap, swivels around like that, but also pulls out to make a shower. There we go. They've really worked out how to get every inch of use out of this, haven't they? That's fantastic. That's a little shower curtain that comes around just so you can protect the woodwork in there. And then back here, this then is the area. I can make this bed a bit better now. There we go. That drops down like that, and that's a big double bed right across there. So you've actually got sleeping for 4 if you think about it. You've got 2 here, 2 in that top, and it travels for 4 as well because you've got the 4 seat belts. So storage up in behind here. And as you imagine, that goes all the way around. I think that's fantastic. That's heater control, so it's got the central heating on it. Again, your plug sockets here. I think that's brilliant. You'd have a lot of fun with one of these. Cool, I'm going to head back to this end. And I am going to say huge thanks to the HYMER Centre. They organised this tour, they have this one for sale, and huge thanks, of course, to you all for watching. We'll catch you on another one of these real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.